First of all, let's add a background. So I'm going to cover the whole background, hold it from here, press OK. So this is the background that I've added. Now, although it's black and white, I'm still going to add in adjustments a black and white. And that is because if we add some other colored background later on, we won't have to worry about it. So I'm going to push down the major colors like this, reduce them all. And I'm going to take the text tool and I'm going to write the word S to R in caps. Let's make it big. And now I'm going to center align it. Well, let's make it a little bit smaller, something like this. Center align it. And I'm going to come here on the right hand side in the layers and I'm going to convert it to smart object. And now to bring about that neon kind of fill, we're going to apply Gaussian filters or simply Gaussian blurs. So you're going to go up here in the filters, come down here in the blur and to Gaussian blur. And I'm going to start with a very small value, let's say from just 2 pixels. And I'm going to press OK. And I'm going to come here in the layers where it has the Gaussian blur applied to it. And I'm going to duplicate it. You can either press Ctrl J or press right click and duplicate the layer. Press OK. Now open its Gaussian blur, double click on it, and I'm going to increase by the multiples of 2. Simply I'm going to multiply it by 2 and keep on increasing likewise. Press OK. Now I'm simply again going to copy it, open it up, double click on Gaussian blur and increase it. Copy, again open, double it, copy, open it again, double it, copy this one, open, double it, continue copying, continue adding more blur, copy it, again open the Gaussian blur, make it 256, copy it, 512, hold this one, copy it, double click, and now if I'm gonna open it and make it double, which is going to be 1024, it won't apply because it scales between the range of 0 to 1000. Let's see what's going to happen when it's press OK. And here it says a number case between 0.1 and 1000 is required, closest value inserted, which is 1000. So I'm going to press OK. So you cannot go beyond 1000. All right. Now I'm going to collapse these one by one, collapse them all so they are nicely visible, all of them stacked together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and here I'm going to go where there's the circle, press right click, and from here add a solid color and keep it black and press OK. You would understand the logic behind it in a moment. Now hold this color fill, the solid color fill, hold shift and go up here and select all the layers. So I have selected all the layers and the color fill. Now I'm going to group them. You can come here, press this, or simply press Ctrl G. So you have all the blurs and the solid color inside this group. And now I'm going to go up here where it says pass through. I'm going to change it to screen. All right. So you can see that white light has been allowed to pass through and the black is not visible to us at this moment. Now to make it to have that neon glow of whichever color that you want, you simply have to come here again and add a gradient map. All right, it looks weird at the moment. So click on this gradient map. And now here you see these are 2 color stops that we have. The one on the right hand side is actually for highlights. So wherever there is light, it would become, black. So we can see it's currently black because wherever there is light source, we have turned it dark. So we must keep it to white. So click on it and open the color and make it white. And this red color stop where we have, it's actually the place for the shadows. So shadows are, of course, dark. So I'm going to make it black. So we can see it's right now black and white. And in between here is what we have the midtones, the area between the brightest and the darkest. So I'm going to click here and add one more. And now we can give it some other color that we want. So I'm going to choose closer to an orange shade. And you will see instantly now it becomes this glow. So wherever there are midtones, which means in between the blacks and the whites, it becomes visible. So we have added Gaussian blur here, which is predominant and strong. And because of the midtones, the area in between the black and white is maximum concentrated here. So it looks like a nice neon glow. And you can change it, make it brighter if that's what you want. or you can reduce it, make it very subtle, change all sorts of colors, make it look nice just the way you want. Give it this dark neon blue color, whichever you want, green, orange, red, and can have all kind of brightness going through it. Okay, so you get the point. I'm gonna bring it back here to this orange range, and I'm gonna keep it here. Slightly less, that's all right. So I'm gonna press OK, and now you can press OK here, and you have this nice neon glow ready with us. Now, in the beginning, I added a dark background, and let's say for some reason you don't have a dark background and you have a lighter background. So let me add another background here, and I'll show this to you. This light background, so I'm gonna push it below here. All right, so let me increase its color. I'm gonna turn off this dark background. So you can already see the difference. The moment I added a lighter background, it behaves very differently because of the way things are set up. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to increase the size of this texture. And by the way, you can download it from Pexels. As you can here see, I have also downloaded it from Pexels. This is from somebody called Plato Taranto, and this is from the Resource Boy. So you can download it from Pexels for free. So how do we deal with this one? Since we know that this is more of a vibrant background, so we have to somehow make it darker, and this is where these modes come in really handy. So right now, through the normal mode, wherever there is light, there is an orange glow, and we want it to turn it to dark, which means we want to remove light from all the lighter areas and turn it dark. And this is where, if we come down here and press on difference, it removes completely all the white areas and it leaves us with only the black ones. All right, so now it's completely dark. So what difference has done is wherever there was light, it has removed it. If I go back on normal, as you can see in this area, and if these rounded textures and this wall areas, if you notice it, I go back in difference, we have what we want. And in this way, you can nicely create a neon glow text effect for yourself. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll be back soon with another quick tutorial. Goodbye.